Hello, welcome to another video by DumbData. In this video, we walk you through the free universal analysis audit worksheet, how to make use of it to identify issues in your analytics setup. This tool is free to access. You can access this worksheet for free without giving up your email or a dollar bill, right? So all you have to do is just visit this page. The link to this page is in the YouTube description, the video description. Click on the link, then you take you to this page directly. Then you can click on this particular spot here. It takes you to this to the worksheet. There's two parts of this worksheet. There's the worksheet, the spreadsheet, then also the what's it called, the Google Doc, right? So the Google Doc is just where you include your findings with screenshots, while the spreadsheet is just where you document your findings and recommendation. Also, you also include the recommendations here, right? Now, you can access this documentation. This is Google Doc here. You can access it from this particular place here, right? Click here, it takes you to the page, right? Or from this particular page here also, that you come here, you click on this link here, it takes you straight to this document. So what you have to do first of all is you will have to make a copy for yourself for both documents, right? Make a copy for yourself, then click on this part, click on file, make a copy, give it whatever name you intend to give to it, select the folder that is best for you in terms of organization purposes, right? Click on make a copy, also come to the Google Doc, click on file, right? Click on file, make a copy, and change the name, the folder, structure, blah, 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 blah. Click on make a copy, then you are good to go. But you have extra things to do first of all. So the first thing you have to do is to ensure that this document here is now linked to this one, because currently what you have here is the previous one. If you click on it, you still have the previous one here, which is the template that from DumbData, right? So you have to change it. So click on the stuff here, you click on share, you click on copy, you close it, right? You click on done, you come to this place here, then you swipe it, right? Click on apply, then you can change the color and also the color of the text, right? Based on what suits you. The next thing you have to do, which is very, very important, is click on this pie chart here, copy it by pressing Ctrl C, right? If you're Mac, I think it's Command C, right? Then you come to this place, you delete this one here because this pie chart here is still pulling data from the master template, which belongs to DumbData. So delete that, and you press Ctrl V to paste it here. Click on paste, leave it as link to spreadsheet, leave it that way. Then you click on paste. It's going to keep updating every time you update your stuff here, right? Every time you update your stuff here, it's going to update here. Then you can change the border color if you want. You can add one if you want, right? So basically, let me just walk you through this worksheet here. So the first thing, once you've done this, you've configured your both doc. So all you have to do is just this scope might be an account scope from account, property, or view. Maybe you're trying to audit just one view. So normal audited property is just one. Since I'm auditing a view, the property here, you put your property here. The number of audited view one, based on what you really want. This is already changed, right? This is just a color based on label of what you have here. If it's correct, the color. If it have an issue, if it needs to be improved, then the date. You click on the date. You select the date of your audit, right? The name, change that to your name. Then this is where you put in the property number, then the views. Everything, if you change this here, automatically it gets changed here also, right? So let's say, for example, I change it to, let's say, I change this to master or production broadside view. Automatically, I'll be able to see it here, right? So this is based on what you really want to see. So so a few things I have to do also here is just the name, also the agency name, the date, the key tracking ID. So you also have to change that here also, right? So this is just basically you check for a particular, it's divided into three parts, which is the audit category, right? So integration, data quality, data collection, data privacy violation. This is where you have your PI is redacted, data transformation, e-commerce setup, tracking setup, data collection, proactiveness, conversion tracking, marketing, additional purposes, GA for integration. So then there's now the category. How is GA implemented? Is GA implemented without error on this website? Is GA implemented through GTM? If GA is implemented through GTM, is it implemented on all sites, right? So you have to select the status if it's correct, if it's an issue. And once you have to know that every time you change that, let's say to an issue again, it gets updated automatically, right? Then you have to just click on update and everything gets updated automatically. If for any reason your color coding changes here, for any reason at all, it does that. You see there's a 3 dot here, it's black. Click on it, click on edit chart, right? Then you come to customize, you click on pie slice, right? For issue, you choose red, right? For correct, you choose green, right? Which is the second to the last screen here. For more issues to be more info needed, you look at this color here. It's purple, right? You select purple here. Then for improve, it's yellow. It's yellow automatically by itself. For not needed, it's, I think, orange, correct? So once that is done, automatically also has to update, then everything is updated like that. Boom, without no issue. So once you look at the issue here, it tells you the issue, you check in GTM, in GA, if it's supposed to be so. Let's say, for example, this issue is set to HTTP, and we can find it says, is the business using correct HTTP status and URL in the default URL settings? All you have to do is just check here. Then if it's so, you take a screenshot of it, right? I do label it most times. I do label mine, label it this way so that they know, and I put in some writings here. It's using blah 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 blah, right? So then you save it. You come here, you paste the screenshot here, the name. If there's another issue, you just have to copy this to replicate for issue 2, right? Paste that, you just change this to issue 2, the name, the screenshot. Now, one thing about this particular document that is more helpful for people who are not technical, who don't just want to, they don't know what your terminology here means. All they want to do is just read the issue, but alongside with a screenshot, they can now tell them, oh, if, for example, tag assist GTM preview traffic is not excluded from GA. So you can see that is one of the issues here. You can see GTM tag assistant preview traffic is not excluded from universal analytics. And you put the issue here. Oh, you see there's an issue description tab, there's a recommendation tab. Oh, GTM preview traffic is not excluded from GA. Use filter. This is recommendation. If you watch the recommendation, use filter with regex to exclude GTM preview traffic from GA, right? So let's say, for example, this is an issue. Integrate GA is not on this particular page. Let's say, for example, GA is missing on the particular page. GA is missing on page ABC, right? So all you have to do is just implement, since GA is implemented through GTM, right? Implement GA through GTM. Implement GTM on that page. So implement GTM on page ABC, right? So how do you check for if GTM is implemented on all sites? There's a site called gachecker.com. gachecker.com. You have to put your domain here, then you run it through, then it checks for GTM tags and GA tags. Once you have to know that if you want me to include a tab that tells you how to check for each of these issues in GA and outside GA, right? For those issues that happen outside GA, let me know in the comments of this video. Then I'll be able to add a tab, an updated tab that tells you how to look for each of these audited items of this issue in GA and outside GA, right? Then this video is brought to you by DumbData. Remember, DumbData is a free measurement resource hub that has a lot of free resources for you in terms of event listeners, right? A lot of event listeners on the site. You can see, very easy to use. There's also worksheets for you to make use of, right? Worksheets for you to use. The data studio templates also for you to use. We also have our blog where we post a lot of things about analytics. Then is our free resources, also all our free resources, which you can also access right from here, right? So we are also we have our YouTube channel also where we post a lot of videos like this, right? Then we're also working on free analytics tools that you can use, right, for yourself in terms of our measurements. And we'll let you know when these tools are available. You can subscribe to our newsletter. We don't regularly send out emails. We send out email once in let's say 3 or 4 months, or once in 2 months, or let's have a very important update which we want you to know about. Then we'll let you know via our newsletter. Until then, happy measuring, and let me know what you think about this worksheet in our comment section, or you can easily shoot us an email. Until then, happy measuring.